All right, let's get right into it. Donald Trump and the Ukraine war. Two names you probably never thought would end up in the same sentence about peace, right? But here we are asking the big question. Is Trump the guy who could actually end the war in Ukraine? And if so, would history remember him as a hero? Now first, let's rewind a bit. The Ukraine war has dragged on for years, with devastating effects on millions of lives. Politicians around the world have tried, and mostly failed, to broker peace. But Trump? He's not exactly known for playing by the rules. He's the guy who says he can fix things with a phone call, a deal, maybe even a tweet. So, what's Trump's actual plan for Ukraine? Well, if you listen to his speeches, he promises he'd end the war in 24 hours. Sounds bold, maybe even reckless. But Trump's whole brand is about being the deal maker, the outsider who shakes things up. He claims he'd bring Zelensky and Putin to the table, use his negotiating skills and get them to agree to peace. But here's the thing. He's never really laid out the details. No roadmap, no step-by-step plan, just trust me, I'll get it done. Now would that actually work? Honestly, the experts are skeptical. Ending a war isn't like closing a real estate deal. There are deep-rooted issues, territory security, national pride, and both sides have lost thousands of lives. So it's not as simple as shaking hands and moving on. But let's imagine for a second that Trump does pull it off. He gets Russia and Ukraine to agree, the fighting stops, and peace returns. Would that make him a hero? Would history remember him as the man who did what no one else could? Here's where it gets complicated. Some people would absolutely see him as a hero. They'd say he brought peace, saved lives, changed the world. Others would argue about the cost. What did Ukraine have to give up? Was it real peace or just a pause? And then there's Trump's reputation, polarizing, controversial, always in the headlines. History is funny like that. It doesn't always remember the details, just the headlines. If Trump ends the war, his name would be in the history books, no question. But whether he's remembered as a hero or just another politician who made a deal, well, that's up to all of us. So, what do you think? Is Trump the man who could make history in Ukraine, or is it all just talk? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'm really curious to see what you think. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.